everyone, I'm Nolan from Sync. Today we're going to show you how we're integrating the radios into things like new digital call buttons. Very important. Just like Uber, we have to make sure that we show people that they're progressing and we get people to wait patiently and longer at those locking showcase locations, those deli locations, but even how it would just work on old legacy equipment as the trigger. So in this example here, we're going to work through this trigger. So I'm going to pretend to be the customer in this video. We're going to hit the button. This is one of these newer call buttons with the LED indicators to show. And
customer service requested in hand care.
So I've just been notified on the radio, and I'm going to claim this bi-directionally both ways on the radio. I'm going to say, I've got it.
Great. Associate responding to customer service in oral care. Please switch to channel 2 and call me there.
Okay, so switch to channel 2. And now I'm on channel 2 agentically. So now I'll just ask back and I'll say, I'm here.
Thanks. May I ask your name?
So I'm walking down and it's asking me for my name. So it's Nolan. Okay.
Great. Thank you, Nolan, for helping this customer request at oral care. Just a reminder, you will likely need showcase keys to help the customer, so be sure to have those. Also, in the flyer this week, we are running promo spend 50 get 500. That means 500 bonus points for every $50 spent in category. Let me know when you're at the customer care location. Please be sure to silence the button. Nolan, it looks like you're on scene. Let me know if you have any product requests.
I'm going to say, customer's looking for some Crest 3D Vivid white strips.
Great, Nolan. Those are $41.99 and we show 3 in stock. Remind the customer to spend 50 get 500 points, which is equivalent to $5. I see commonly sold items as Listerine Zero Mild Mint Antiseptic Mouthwash for $11.49. That gets them to that $50 spend and those 500 bonus points.
Okay, so I mean, it did an API call to say those items are $41, so we just need to top it up. It's a $5 savings, so it's basically like getting something almost for free. So in this instance, I can actually explain to the customer that this is a really good item to buy. It's the best item on a price point, plus kind of leveraging that Amazon thing in terms of like customers who bought this like this. So we're actually leveraging that data that we already have from the e-commerce side of the business. And now I can value proposition to the customer to say, hey, you know, spend 50, get 500 points, which is equivalent to $5. Do you want to do that? And in this case, you know, we're going to hope that we had a good, successful outcome. And the customer said, yeah, thanks for the value. That's great. It's going to save me a bunch of money. So I'll just let Agentic Radio know. Customers decided to buy both items.
Way to go, Nolan. Remember, the white strips are a locked up item. We need to make sure we lock up the lockup to ensure our loss prevention standards. Please let me know when you arrive at Cash Lane and I can close our session.
So I'm just going to give in some training on that, right? So the SOP is if we're going to lock it up, we're going to walk it up. And of course, you know, we're doing this with this radio without a headphone piece here, just so it's easy on the cameras. But ideally, all that conversation is just going through the headset so that the customer's not hearing all this transaction, of course, or the transmission, pardon me. So, you know, we're having a good agentic conversation. And now I'm walking up the customer up to cash, and I'm just going to let Agentic know that I've dropped the items in the cash. I've done my job. I've locked it up and I've walked it up. Drop the customer's items over at cache number 2.
Great job, Nolan. You helped with a $53.48 transaction, and the customer got those 500 extra points. Please switch back to channel 1.
So I got a little attaboy. I got told back to switch back to channel 1. So now I'm just on the regular calling channel. So that's that regular hailing channel that's out there. So think of it as like in the boating world, kind of channel 16, that all hailing, all calling channel. And now I'm back to work, and that agentic channel is available for somebody else to get some help. And that help could be helping customers through call buttons. Again, we did this demo here today using kind of the newer stuff that allows you to show the customer the progress of the request. It's so important. I think, we're getting 4 times as long in terms of people waiting patiently at this. We see that fall off just at that minute and 30 seconds with traditional stuff. You just don't know if anybody's coming when you have a button that doesn't have those updates. So we're leveraging that. We're leveraging the Uber effect of people kind of waiting longer because and waiting more patiently, and actually in the data waiting and being more respectful as well to the frontline worker, which is proven in data, not only with us but with Uber and Uber Eats and those pieces. So I've done my job. I've got my radio back to regular channel and back to my tasks. And there's a great example of kind of looking at whether it's new hardware or old hardware being the genesis of that call. I can be that runner with the radio. I don't need to have that mobile compute device. All of what you've seen today is all available table stakes through a Zebra device or through Teams or through really anything that you can download a work management comms application on a ruggedized piece of hardware. So really cool application of how you can do all this over the radio. We push the envelope here. We're adding all these layers. It's a really cool thing. Just think about the thought leadership around, if the customer bought this, maybe they buy that. We're pushing it to the envelope. So for some people might say this is overdone, and for some people maybe in high-end apparel, maybe this isn't enough. But we just want to give that cross section. So thanks for watching. I'm Nolan from Sync.